When you experience betrayal, when the stakes are not very high, it creates a level of immunity and it teaches you how to forgive. That way, when the stakes are really high and you have global influence, you're not carrying around unforgiveness that's a curse on your life. So Mithridatism was the first thing that I was like, this happens in the body. Oh God, this happens in life. This is what's happening to me right now. I have skipped over all of the opportunities for failure, and now I don't know how to fail. Think about Paul and Silas in the jail cell. They're singing their heart out. The walls come crashing down, right? Mm-hmm. Everyone knows the story. Everyone's like, yo, that's the power of prayer. No, it isn't. That's the power of being willing to be in a prison. That's the power, is I'll go anywhere for God, no matter what it looks like. And you have a Christian who's like, I want to see God move like that. Bro, you won't even get close to the line. Faith, the size of a mustard seed, can say, move, and this mountain will move into the sea. I want that power. No, you don't. Because your entire life, all you've done is walk around and avoid every mountain that you can see in the distance. You have no faith because you've never tested your faith. This is the physical blueprints of Mithridatism that also applies to your walk with the Spirit. We can't avoid these things and then expect to control them. Yeah. You have to tangle with them. Have you ever had God tell you to say something, you're like, no, I'm not going to say that because that's crazy. Well, that's the next thing that God asks you to say is just going to be even crazier. You miss the immunity to the fear of man. And so then the next time it's going to be even harder and even harder. And you build this life for yourself that has no risk in it, and therefore you have no faith. That's Mithridatism. Autophagy is the second principle that I pulled from this season. And if you could sum up autophagy in one word, it would say, or in one sentence, that things in nature that deserve to die are the first to die. There's probably a dozen things that, and correct me if I'm wrong if you're watching this, you don't feel like this is something that's happened to you, but in most cases, there are a dozen things that you're hanging on to that deserve to die, and you won't let them die. And so you lose power because you're keeping things on life support that are like way past its season. So a cold plunge is an example of autophagy. Did you know this? Mm-mm. Autophagy is when you get into an environment, the body goes, a hard environment, the body goes, all right, where are all of the unproductive resources? Kill them. Fasting is autophagy. So like for real, you get into a cold plunge and there's all these mitochondria in the body that are just burned out. They don't produce anymore. They don't produce energy anymore. The ATPs aren't working, like they're just done.